Alright, I'm Yungblud, and this is my version of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I haven't sung this in about 10 years, but here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. I actually even heard this next verse. But yeah, man, sick puppies. Rock and roll, twinkle, twinkle, little star, man.
All right, you're going to sit right there.
Hell yeah.
And we're going to stay talking here with Dom Yungblud here at Warped Tour. He just gave us our public domain version of Twinkle Twinkle. I love it. Yeah, we kept it spicy today. So earlier this year, you released your debut EP.
I did.
Everybody loved it.
Hell yeah.
It's really good. Lots of really good music videos. What role do you see music videos having in 2018 and beyond?
I think that. Sorry, I'm just grabbing that off you. Yeah, I think, to be honest, man, they're such big because like we're such a visual generation. Do you know what I mean? So like they're really important to me, and I always loved video. I always loved like fashion. I always loved artists like Marilyn Manson, Lady Gaga, David Bowie, who would really like push the boundaries with visuals. You know what I mean? With my videos, I wanted them to be really memorable, like the Psychotic Kids video and the next video I'm about to put out off the new album. I just wanted it to be like play characters and just be mental, you know what I mean? So you couldn't quite miss it. Because I think right now videos are a load of people, it's like neon lights or how many fucking cars we can fucking throw money on, do you know what I mean? And to me, that just might, with all my best mates standing beside me awkwardly, do you know what I mean? I just think that's kind of like not my vibe, you know?
Where do you pull these sort of characters from?
My own head, I think. Like, I've always had a lot of energy all my life.
No,
yeah,
really?
And you know, like, I've always been very opinionated, and I think like I can snap. I think I'm a bit schizophrenic, really, because I go from like different moods all the time, and I just wanted these characters to be part of my head and kind of part of like the way I see society today, do you know what I mean? So I just kind of wanted to, like, cause I always love like Eminem videos when he would heighten characters to comment on society. Or I always love that. Have you ever seen that film from Natural Born Killers? Do you know when they're like the American Family? Like, I love that scene, man. Like, I'm really into all that stuff. So like, I you know what I mean? I've kind of put that into my head and into my videos, you know.
And so, yeah, your videos are very visual. What about your sense of fashion? Where do you get that from? Because you definitely have a unique sense of fashion in those videos in general. Yeah, I mean, I like the shoes and the socks. It's a good combo.
I think, to be honest, I like, again, like, it sprouts from Gaga, it sprouts from Bowie, it sprouts from Vivienne Westwood and the Sex Pistols. And I always loved high-end fashion. I always loved looking at people in, like, really nice clothes and stuff. And I met this guy called Andrew McMahon, who basically, I did a shoot for Interview magazine, and I met him on it, and he basically I met the person who could facilitate what I wanted to wear, so he could facilitate I was like, I want 12-inch nails in my Doc Martens. You know what I mean? It was like, cool, I can facilitate that. It's like, well, I want to wear a kilt and high heels for a picture. Do you know what I mean? And he's like, I can facilitate that. But like the original idea of pink socks and cropped trousers came from a movement of like Northern Soul. Have you ever heard of Northern Soul? No. So it's like a movement that happened between the 60s and the 90s in Northern England. Like after the World War, American GIs were still stationed in the UK, and they would bring all these blues and soul records over. And the North was pretty grim back then. And these records found their ways into working men's clubs. And kids would go to youth groups, and this whole movement of Northern Soul was born. And it was where boys would dance on their own. Like before it was like, hello, can I have this dance, madam? You know what I mean? And then Bruce Lee was massive. So like they were doing all these kung fu kicks and stuff. Okay. And it was the first time they showed the socks in Northern England. Do you know what I mean? Because Elvis was doing it and stuff like that. But in Northern England, they wear these cut flares and wear socks. So I was like, cut trousers, pink socks, because pink's like my personality. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know, all black, pink socks. And then added me stripe because I want to be Dennis the Menace. And then here we go. Do you know what I mean?
So you have a deep musical history, but you also play a lot of instruments.
Yeah.
I couldn't really keep track, but how many different instruments do you play?
I play drums, bass, guitar, piano, sing. I play drums really badly. Like, so like, because I got ADHD, like my head moved too fast for my feet and my hands. So I'm more just like, I'm a shit drummer because I always speed up and shit.
So does any of your instrumentation make it to your recorded music?
Yeah, man, I play everything on my records. Do you know what I mean? I'm a bit of a control freak. Just because, I don't know, man, I'll play it better than anyone else will. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, then how else would you translate it to stage?
Exactly. I mean, yeah, exactly. It's kind of weird, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, I don't know. I just see it. And with my music, man, I don't want to be genre defined. I think a lot of people are so stuck in a box. That's why kind of rock and roll to me is on life support right now, because it's just four idiots in leather jackets singing about nothing. Do you know what I mean? On stage, literally. And it's like, and it's been held back because it's a 70-year-old man in a Def Leppard t-shirt saying, that's not rock and roll. You can't play a bass on track. That's not rock and roll. It's like, no, shut up. It's like, don't be that guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's got to move. That's the whole soul of rock and roll is freedom, and freedom to have a lack of fear to be fundamentally yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Speaking of not being that guy, then how does your music fit into Warped Tour, which is traditionally rock and punk?
It's the energy. It's the energy and what I'm representing and what I'm saying. Like, the thing about, like, what is so sick about Warped Tour is hip hop and rock and roll can merge together, because, man, it's like, it's hip hop and rock and roll are sisters and brothers. They share the same soul. It's that fundamental lack of fear to say what the fuck you want and to be yourself and have no fear to be yourself, no matter what anybody else around you is saying. You know what I mean? I think that's how it's, and it's been crazy to see, like, the amount of people already in places I've never been singing the lyrics, like 500 kids a day. It's crazy.
I think that's spot on. Now, you teased a little while ago about a new music video. What song is that for?
Medication.
Anything you can tease? Like, where'd you come up with the treatment for the video?
It's Beetlejuice meets Katy Perry.
I'm so there. What's up next for you after Warped Tour?
I got Australia next week, and then I come back and do the final leg of Warped Tour, and then I've got a European tour and a US headline fall tour, and then I go back to Europe, and then keep your eyes peeled for 2019.
Oh, I love it. Well, that's the best reason to stay tuned for much more from Yungblud. This is Jackie, thanks to Chorus FM and In the Key of Change.